Bladesmiths, congratulations, you've made it to the final round of this competition. When you showed up here, we had you make mono steel blades with blue handles to honor Big Blue. Now we're sending you back to your home forge just to recreate an iconic weapon from history. It's a rock-throwing crossbow, gentlemen. The rock-throwing crossbow, also known as a stone bow, was developed in the 14th century but gained popularity with outdoorsmen during the 17th century. Instead of sharpened quarrels or bolt projectiles, the stone bow was loaded with small stones or pellets. The stone bow harnessed less launching power than war bows, as they were specifically designed for hunting game silently. Its small stone or pellet projectiles were readily available and left its target untarnished or destroyed by punctures from the steel-tipped arrows, preserving pelts for luxury clothing. This made it a popular weapon among experienced hunters and a perfect choice as a young hunter's first crossbow. Good luck, Bladesmiths. We'll see you in 4 days.
I'm Craig Miller. I've been working with my hands for my entire life. I make everything. I've built my own cameras. I built a vending machine when I was 5 years old. So this is just the next step along the line. I'm gonna work with a piece of 80 CRV2 today for the prod. It's a really good, durable steel. How that's shaped, how that's tempered is really gonna affect its performance. It's just about there. We can get it up just a little bit more. I'm heating up my bow. The heat's looking even. It's looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna go for it. We're in, and no pops, no cracks. I'm feeling good about it right now. Oh yeah, see that's a pretty sound. So now I'm doing a lot of finer fitting, marrying up the trigger to the release, things like that. I'll have to fine tune it a little bit more, that's fine. But for now, everything's starting to fit together as a whole. If you watch here, you can see if I put forward pressure on this, it's locked in. And once I hit the trigger, it falls forward. That would be the string being released. I made the trigger on the bow to be relatively light to aid in accuracy on the weapon. The less pressure you have to put on the trigger, the easier it is to discharge it. Got all the furniture put on there, but otherwise, I mean, it's mocked up on the bow. I got a lot of refinement to do, so I'm ready.
My name's Colton Arias. I'm 18 years old. I really love making something that's gonna last for a really long time. And it's also really fun to hit stuff on fire. I started out making crossbows when I was really young, so the knowledge of the physics of like how they work is definitely gonna help a lot in this challenge. So now it's time to quench the bow. So after I quenched, I thought it went well, but when I go and take a second look at it, a warp has appeared. If this bow isn't symmetrical exactly, one side could be stronger than the other, which would cause the rock to fly at an unpredictable trajectory. I'm gonna have to fix it one way or another. So after the bow and the string are complete, I move on to adjusting the struts and friction fitting the bow to the stock. The thing I'm worried about most in the construction is making the trigger precise and making the draw weight not too heavy, but not too light as well. The trigger on this rock-throwing crossbow is made to basically hold a little loop on the back of a pouch, rather than release a string with an arrow. I finished all of the metal parts, and I also finished up the stock. I'm gonna set up a target and monitor where it hits and how accurate it is. It's pretty lightweight, and it's easy to wield. Craig, I've got the Forge and Fire Championship in my sights, and I'm gonna be hitting my target.
All right, weaponsmiths, welcome to the kill test. Encased in this ballistics gel is a mock heart. I'm gonna attempt 3 times to be able to pierce the heart that's in it. Colton, you're up first. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's do this. All right, Colton, let's talk about your rock-throwing crossbow. First up, it seems to be very sturdy. I like the spring-loaded right here on the trigger. It's got a nice weight to it. Now, it was easy to autocorrect. After the first shot, pretty much sighted it right on straight dead center. Both times with the shots in there, it did it penetrate into the heart, but hit the target right in front of the heart. Overall, sir, this should kill. All right, Craig, it's your turn. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, I am.
Ta-da!
Yes.
All right, Craig, so it's definitely a more powerful crossbow that you have here. The thing about this is that the sights that you have on there is dead center. After the first shot, aimed a little bit low, adjusted for it, it's dead on center. Second one, ricocheted to the side of the heart. And then the third one, it went to the heart. Your weapon, sir, will kill.
Yeah, it will.
All right, gentlemen, it's time for the impact test. To test your bows, I'll be firing them into our tempered glass here. The idea, of course, is to shatter that glass. Colton, you're up. Are you ready?
Do it.
All right, Colton, the craftsmanship that went into this weapon is really beautiful. I like the trigger system you've got here, the catch, the way you've got the stop pins for it to keep it centered. I like that you've got the spring in there to keep that handle in a locked position. I like the way you put the secondary leaf on the bow up there. It's very clever. It doesn't have that strong a draw weight, but certainly it hits with enough force to break that glass. Well done. Nice piece.
Thank you.
All right, Craig, you're up. You ready?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, you did.
That's a problem. Did he touch the trigger? I don't know that he did. I think it slipped.
Craig, we've got a problem. I never touched the trigger.
Well, it would appear that I just had an accidental discharge, and that might have just lost it for me.
Doesn't take anything to release that.
Now, I made the trigger on the bow to be relatively light. Maybe I made it too light. Either way, that presents a danger to everybody.
All right, Craig, something very serious happened here on the forge floor. We had an accidental discharge with your weapon. Dave Baker never touched that trigger. This is a mechanical malfunction, and after reviewing the construction of your crossbow, the hook you made wasn't large enough to hold the high-tension string securely, creating a hair trigger. And that results in a very dangerous and unpredictable weapon, and has earned your weapon a vote of no confidence. And for that reason, we cannot continue testing. I'd like to invite you to shake my hand, shake the judges' hands, and please leave the forge.
I took a calculated risk to aid in accuracy, and it turned around and bit me. I've never made a stone-throwing crossbow before, so I don't have any regrets. I still won. I'm just not getting paid for it.
Colton, strength and power matter when we talk about any weapon, but so do precision, manufacturing, and safety. You, sir, are the Forged and Fire champion, and that's a title that comes with a check for $10,000. Good job, brother. How do you feel right now?
Amazing. I can't believe it.
Well, congratulations, my friend. Come shake our hands.
Definitely not the way I would want to win, but if you make a weapon that shoots when you're not trying to shoot it, it's not very safe to use. I just won Forged and Fire, and honestly, it's just now sinking in. It's kind of hard to believe this is a dream come true for me.